when you go digital, the entire world is your customer base. I have a global business now. I absolutely love that. Now, a little bit about the e-learning industry. It did $950 million in 2019. By 2023, it averaged $1 billion a day. You know why? COVID. Before COVID, people just did everything out of their home. When COVID hit, people got stuck at home. And so people were getting really bored because they watched enough Netflix movies, played enough Monopoly, and were like, I'm just going to go online and I'm going to search for things. How to do crochet from home, how to speak Spanish from home, how to make a free throw, right? And they started buying these little bitty courses to learn something. And that launched the explosion of the e-learning industry. People would be like, wow, I can learn something from home. And then what happened is when the world opened back after COVID, many people couldn't open their businesses again. Many people couldn't get a job and nobody was hiring. So they started going back looking for ways to make an income from home. And that's what exploded this industry. Why in 2023, it did $1 billion a day, which used to take an entire year to do. But the beginning of 2024, it was 1.2 billion a day. But you guys, this is just the beginning. It is projected to hit 3 billion a day by 2027. Do you realize how many lives are going to change because of the amount of money that will be made? If you look at any momentum industry ever on the planet, people that take action in something that is exploding become multimillionaires. Matter of fact, let me give you a great example. If I would have understood investing, I would have invested in Zoom when COVID hit. The shares of Zoom was so low. The people that spent money and invested in Zoom shares are multimillionaires and some are billionaires today because of that. See, you got to be paying attention to trends. And when I noticed the e-learning industry was exploding, I was like, that's it. I have to get a piece of that, but I didn't know how. That's why I purchased a blueprint to learn how. And then I started creating my 2-hour workday so I could get the maximum profits, okay? So let's talk about your 2-hour workday. Guys, I want you to screenshot this. I'll tell you when, because stop making it so hard to make money. Like today, you got to make the decision to stop making it so hard. So the 2-hour workday, copy and paste free ads to high traffic websites for free. It's been 30 minutes. It's really simple. There's hundreds of websites that you can go post free ads. I would post free ads for 30 minutes a day. And all day, 24/7, those ads work for me. 1 hour creating 3 pieces of content. All platforms work. Pick the platform that is best for your goals and dreams, that you like, that you could just love and spend on, right? To build your legacy for your family. And then the last 30 minutes was learning and responding to comments and emails. There is nothing else, if you have an automated business, there is nothing else that will generate an income but these 3 things. So that's it. So I can get all my income earning activities done in the morning, be done by 11:15 a.m. and spend the rest of the day with my little Peanut, my little granddaughter. I'd pick her up from preschool. We'd come home, I'd cook her dinner or cook her lunch, and then we'd go get her sister from school, my daughter, come back and get my other 2 grandchildren off the bus. And I got to do what I love and spend time with my family without the pressure. And that schedule I just shared with you made me 6 figures in 6 months because I'm coachable and because I knew I was lacking in some type of skill. So let me just kind of break it down for you in an easier to explain way. You can build your business 100% from your phone. So we use social media, right, to get exposure. Can I ask you guys a question? Here's a fun question. How many of you have already been on social media today? Anybody? I have. Put a me in the comments if you've been on social media today. Somebody's like, oh, yes. Me. Look at everybody who's already been on social media. Okay. So well, there's proof that social media works, right? People are hanging out on social media. So we post on social media. That's it. We make it really simple and we post. Okay. And our posts draw traffic back to this page. So people put their email in. So what happens is after they put their email in, they get an email. Matter of fact, How did you hear about this webinar today? Was it an email? Was it on social media? Was it from a friend? How did you hear about this today? Share, anybody. Email, friend, social media, email, okay, friend, TikTok, email, see, the social media, email. There you guys go. It works. So what happens is the email continue to build that know, like, and trust with your customer, and they become a paid customer. This is it. All I got to focus on is this, the attraction marketing side. I absolutely love it. Now, before we go to set the stage for explosive growth into 2025, because I'm not here today just to help you learn how to make 10K in 30 days. I'm actually here to also help you launch and grow a successful business so you can truly design your life in 2025. But before I do that, I have two people share real quick. One, I want to go back to, okay. I showed you social media, right? I'm a gal in Kansas that literally just followed this blueprint and started posting three posts a day on social media. One of my videos got pushed to South Africa. I'm a gal in Kansas in the USA, and one of my videos just got pushed to South Africa. And Cecilia from South Africa discovered that video. And because of that, she purchased, and she has created a massive ripple effect in South Africa while it's also changed her life. So Cecilia, I would love for you to share your story, my friend.
I am here. Michelle, thank you. I'm always so honored to speak on these webinars when you call upon me. And I'm always so humbled at what has happened with this business. So I'm Cecilia Jacobs. I used to be a very small town mama that had her own business. And I had 10 years experience in ECD, which is early childhood development. I opened that first business because my little girl was born and I refused to, drop her off at a daycare center all day and all time. So I studied ECD and I decided to open up my own daycare center. But 10 years into the daycare center, I realized that now I'm turning into the mom that cannot be at the tuck shop. I can't be next to the sports field because I was working all day. And I decided to open up myself a nail salon, thinking that I would now have time and control over my time. But it got so bad that I literally worked 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. But still, when I got to the front of the counter going to buy bread and milk, and my child asked for a sweetie at the counter, I had to say, sorry, there's no extra money. If my baby asked me for, she's going to kill me for calling her a baby, but if she asked me for a pair of shoes or a shirt or something like that, I had to ask her to wait so that I could book clients to do nails on a Sunday so that I could afford that. And it got really bad up until the day where I had a bridal party at my salon. I was fully booked. This was amazing because it would have helped with rent and electricity and everything that we needed. But when I picked my child up from school, as she walked to the car, she had tears in her eyes. And when she got into the car, my first reaction was to snap because she knew I had that bridal party. And I felt bad. Mum guilt got me immediately for snapping at my child, but I just didn't have the time. I didn't have the time to sit down and ask what was wrong, right? I finished close to 9 o'clock that evening. And just before I finished, when I looked up from my nail station with the setup that I had working from home, I was a working from home mama, you guys. But as I looked up, my teenager fell asleep on the couch, meaning that she sat there waiting to speak to me about what went wrong in her day, and I couldn't attend to her. I still get goosebumps when I speak about this because the thing is, I'm also an angel mommy. I've got 2 little boys up in heaven, and I promised myself that I'll always be there for my child. That's why I opened up this daycare center. That's why I opened up this salon. I wanted time with my child, right? But I was failing miserably at that because I was trading time for an income. So the next morning I sat scrolling, consuming TikTok, 5 a.m. in the morning, consuming TikTok just to get the load off, to get that funny, the ducklings and the babies and the people doing funny things, just to ease my mood for the day. And I came across Michelle. And here was this mum speaking about how she's a mum of 6 and she just wanted her time back. And she came across this amazing business model that teaches you how to do income producing activities in the nooks and crannies of your day, that you can get it done in 2 hours a day, and that you can make 100% profit from the products that you promote online. And I was like, I did a lot of MLM. Listen, I've tried a few things online. It was always a itty bitty income. But then she spoke about automations and she said, you'll never need to get on the phone with people. You don't have to DM people, and you do not need to bother friends and family with what I can teach you. And I was like, give me that link. Let me go check this out. I mean, she was speaking dollars, and my first reaction was, I don't think this will work in South Africa because it was dollars.